The rules are simple. A contestant will compete in games that use only household items.
We have 10 games that last 60 seconds. Complete all 10 games, win $1 million.
A lot of stuff that he does will catch your attention, that's for sure.
Everyone being there and watch the letter of the law. But having said that, I want you to know that we have just applied, or he'll be here in a little bit to tell us where we stand on the application for our 501c6 for the REBA Empire Business Association, and our California nonprofit status for the Self-Esteem Living Foundation is a California nonprofit corporation. We're also applying now for our 501c3, the federal status. The REBA Empire Business Association is filing for a 501c6, which is a nonprofit that can lobby like chambers of commerce. It was set up just for them. That's the number one thing that we're going to be talking about as soon as Calvin gets here, and is the community words bank. Now I'll repeat this, but let me say this: that we didn't have any firepower as far as celebrity status until last night when we talked with Ken Bastida and Roberto Gonzalez. We believe that Roberto Gonzalez being a co-anchor, a co-MC for this would be fantastic, because it's a Latino event, the Cesar Chavez Award, and a Latina handing him out. And she's just thrilled to do it. Ken Bastida said, quote, Cesar Chavez is an international icon. He's my hero, whatever you want to do. So we got that on tape too. So I'm going to shut up a minute, and I'm doing a two-step so Calvin can get here so you can hear this man, Bob Kennedy, talk to us. He's a very gifted speaker, so it'll be given on a few ears, but the ears that are here are very important ones. So. Now Bob's going to talk about us having our own TV station that we can stream live to our members and to people on our mailing list to spur membership, and also to pass information on to our business members.
Award ceremony, which is a great deal. Ken and I forget what was Roberta Gonzalez, who is Latino herself.
Ken Bastida.
Yeah, we decided to go with that because of but also all Latino culture part of this. So we thought it would be best a Latino person presents the Cesar Chavez Award, and she agreed. Things are going to be looking up for us, and the doors are opening everywhere in all different counties. So
Great.
it's going to be big.
At any rate, if you came as my guest to the meeting, then you could talk a little bit about just, for a couple of minutes about.
This would be the first time in a long time, maybe the first time ever, that I've actually done the camera and the speaking. Normally people behind the camera don't do speaking. And people in front of the camera don't do camera. And that's the way I was too. You know why I ended up doing the camera? Because I found out it's very expensive to get a camera guy to come over and take your picture. No matter how much you want to, it costs a fortune. So I found out on the other side of the camera it didn't cost anything. So I can take my own picture. I saved a lot of money that way. You know what I mean? And that's a true story. What I used to do was content-oriented seminar on what it takes to be successful. If I only got 20 minutes, I can't ask everybody what's more important to them. So I'm going to have to go with what I know. And fortunately, I've been doing this for about 35 years. And what I know is the most important thing for all of us is the setting of goals. The beginning of success is always the same. If you don't take step number one, I guarantee you the odds of you getting there are extremely small. Because the shortcut to success is to find somebody who's already done the thing and repeat it. The other shortcut to success is understand the rules. There's only three things you can do to achieve a goal. You can improve your knowledge, you can improve your skill, or you can improve your attitude. Everything else doesn't count. By the way, that piece of wisdom was shared in 1945 at the Harvard Business School. It hasn't changed and it won't change. There are 3 things we can do to achieve a goal. If we don't set the goal, the other 3 things don't matter. It doesn't make any difference what you know, what your skills are, or what your attitude is. If you don't have a goal, who cares? You're a, well, I don't want to say homeless, because of the golden voice guy.
Yeah.
But the
Hey, I'm gonna make you work for your dollar. Say something with that great radio voice.
When you're listening to nothing but the best of oldies, you're listening to Magic 98.9.
When I took Dale Carnegie, I discovered there was one skill above all skills. You know what it is? It's the one skill that can help anybody learn all the other skills. You know what it is?
Set a goal setting.
Communication. Back in the day, the formula for being on television was put up $10,000 and put it in the can. And nobody will ever see it. That's $10,000 to the TV station. There were 4 of them. And that was the end of that game. It was a regular game they played. I played the game. I didn't have the 10 grand. I had to get somebody else to put up the 10 grand. We did it a couple of times. It was like every couple of years. Along comes the internet, and I said to myself, wait a minute, now I can communicate with the whole world without having to pay very much for it. YouTube came along and they changed something. First of all, for years I'd ask somebody in the computer business, can I do this video online somehow so that more people can see it? Yeah, you could. $1,800 a month? No. Can't be done. Because the speed with the transfer wasn't fast enough. Nowadays that's not a problem. They've got more data than they know what to do with. They've got a place to store it. Right? YouTube came along and said, now you don't even have to download the software on your computer. I know how difficult that is for some people to have to download a program on their computer. You shouldn't have to do that anymore. So you can watch it from anywhere. Then
I can do it on my iPhone.
And then, exactly. And then they created the ability to embed the video and put it anywhere you want it. Which means that I can take your video
Web pages, whatever.
and put it on my web page. And now, by the way, the advanced version is now Twitter and Facebook. How many Twitter users? Facebook users. You know how Terry and I reconnected in the world from communicating 27 years ago, introducing him to the mother of his son, participating? You know how we reconnected? It was on Facebook. But the beauty of it is I just sent a little message. That's what I do all day long. I sent a little message and eventually he responded to it. We got together. I discovered that he's a politician. But he has an association. And I have this great big goal. Remember what the goal is? Participate with a group of people, each of whom was participating in helping themselves and others. If you really want to be a good human being, I just got one rule for you. Whatever you do, do it for your own benefit and others. It's not either or, it's both of us. So please set high goals. You know what the modern version of communication on the internet is today? Here it is, folks. Everybody can go into YouTube with your email address. You can sign up and get an account. And everybody on the planet gets the same benefits out of the account. The account is called a TV channel. What it means is that when you, as an individual human being with no economics whatsoever, sign up for a YouTube channel, you now have an international television station. I can do this video and upload it this afternoon, and the guy in Egypt now, I used to say Tiananmen Square, now I'm going to say Egypt, the guy out there in the middle of that square with a mobile phone can watch my video and maybe get a little more hope. Don't give up on the goal, my friend. Keep on fighting, all right? So the definition of YouTube today is you got your own channel. And all the videos that are uploaded to YouTube, I think there's like 5 million a day. Maybe it's only 1 million. I don't think so. I think it's 5 million a day. 99% of those videos available to you for your television channel.
Every business, every company.
Now when you make that speech and you record it, there's a reasonable chance that somebody's going to hear it. And somebody else, and somebody else. You know what they do when they hear it? If they like it, they send it to somebody else. Or they post it on their Facebook. If you look at my Facebook, it's almost every message has got a video in it.
Yeah, I saw
The video tells the story. It is a television show. My Facebook page is a television show. Check it out, facebook.com/SoCoolbob. My YouTube channel, socoolbob, has got 50 television shows inside of it. All the way from learning how to play the piano, learning how to speak Spanish, thinking about the American people. There's news, politics, and sports. There's the best of YouTube. There's the emerging SoCooL network, which is primarily my productions.
I'm declaring peace. I'm declaring peace.
All of those television shows are available in one place. I can post on Facebook one little video with a reference to the television show that it appears in, and the person's one link away from a television show. Now here's my point about virtual world. Everything that happens on the computer is a duplication of what happens on the ground. People get together and associate on the ground. They have a luncheon meeting on the ground. They drive from here to there. They talk on the phone. All of that stuff is duplicatable virtually. You got to have your own Facebook page and your own YouTube channel, and then you got to begin to use it. If the website is up so far, there's one television show that would be appropriate, although I would say the most appropriate one is more oriented toward news, politics, and religion, and that kind of stuff, because it's designed to get traffic. But it would be about Sonoma County, it would be about Napa, it would be about Vallejo, it would be about Lake County, and it would be of interest to those people that live there because it's their stuff. You would become a sponsor of all of those other television shows that I do. And they're all really good, and they're primarily positive. I do care about getting an audience, so I do some negative things too. But they're primarily positive, okay? You put a television show on your page, and we would talk about what would be the appropriate television show to put on there. It would be the Sonoma County show, it would be news and politics, or a special show that I created for you, which is a combination of all of them.